Good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon.
Today, I want to talk to you about something that many Americans are dealing with today, obesity, and why I think it's important that our government intervenes on our behalf to ban and restrict whatever foods and additives that contribute to obesity. According to the U.S. Center for Disease Control and Prevention, 1/3 of American adults are obese. 17% of the children and adolescents are obese. Now, what is obesity? In simple terms, obesity is excessive body fat. Now, that's measured by determining your weight and your height, calculated, and the number that you come up with is called the body mass index. Now, your doctors, they can tell you if your body mass index is higher than what it should be for your weight and your height, you're either determined to be overweight or obese. Now, how do we prevent obesity? The proper diet, eating the right foods, less fats, salts, and exercise, physical activity. That's how we prevent obesity. Obesity is a serious issue these days. Many of our fast food restaurants, they focus on marketing to the youth, and the foods that fast foods are serving has been scientifically proven to be high in salt content, high in calorie content, high in sugar and fat, and very little nutritional value. What are the consequences of being obese? There are many serious consequences to being obese. High levels, obesity increases your risk of heart disease. It increases your risk of hypertension, diabetes. It increases the risk of some cancers. Some gynecological problems are associated with being obese, and even certain cancers and arthritis, osteoarthritis. All of these are associated to obesity. $150 million a year is being spent in healthcare costs for obesity-related issues. It's a serious epidemic, and the country is recognizing it as an epidemic. Now, what steps are the government taking to stop obesity or to prevent obesity? First Lady Michelle Obama is the chairperson for a Partnership for a Healthier America. Now, this is an organization that was formed to work together with the private schools, the public schools, and nonprofit organizations to develop a strategy to end childhood obesity. Now, one of the programs that they've launched is called the Great American School Lunch Challenge. Now, what that is they've had two well-known chefs go from city to city to work with the schools to come up with a lunch program that's going to be nutritionally valuable for the kids. Now, their goal is to come up with a lunch that's going to be, one, appealing to the kids, two, like I said, of nutritional value, and three, most important, has no salt, no sugar, and no fat. All of this for the kids, for their lunch, healthy way for the kids to eat lunch. That's one of the programs that this organization has started. Another program that they've done is they've organized the Play Streets program. Now, Play Streets is, they'll go into cities and actually shut down the streets in order for the kids to go out and have physical activity, physical games, jump rope, hopscotch, all the physical things so that the kids can enjoy physical activities. Because nowadays, a lot of children are stuck at home on computers, video games, social media, and they're not getting enough physical activity in their lives. So through the Partnership for a Healthy America, they're implementing these programs to get the physical activity back into the children's lives so that they can combat obesity. We need to keep our children away from the fast foods as much as possible. They're, like I said, they have no nutritional value at all. And since the fast food change have come into effect, since 1965, the rate of obesity in children has tripled. Since, like I said, the fast foods have come into effect. Okay. On a local level, New York City has taken the lead in passing laws to regulate to stop the restaurants from trans fats from the foods. Now, the trans fats, what are the trans fats? The trans fats were used by the food manufacturers to improve the texture of the food, to make the food taste better, and to preserve the food. But at the same time, these trans fats would raise your cholesterol level, which also leads to heart disease. So Mayor Bloomberg in New York City has decided to place a ban on the restaurants that was using these trans fats and to stop them from using trans fats. Many cities has followed suit to stop the restaurants from using these trans fats because they are actually unhealthy for people. In 2012, the Board of Health, at the urging of Mayor Bloomberg in New York City, approved a ban to stop the sale of oversized drinks in restaurants and other medias. Oversized drinks over 16 ounces, sodas and sugary drinks. Mayor Bloomberg proposed the ban and the Board of Health supported it to stop the sale of these oversized drinks. Now, the ban was imposed on the restaurants, on the street carts, movie theaters, sports arenas. Many people were upset by the ban because a lot of people felt that Mayor Bloomberg is an egomaniac and that he was using this as a way to control what was going on in New York. But meanwhile, it was a good thing, I believe, because, like I said, these 16-ounce drinks is enough. And if people want more, of course, they're going to buy more. But at the same time, he's being health conscious and want people to realize that there's too much sugar in these drinks and that the restaurants and they should cut down. There was a ban that was proposed, but it was unfortunately knocked down by the Supreme Court as being unfair. But many cities were supporting Mayor Bloomberg on that decision. Taking this into consideration, there are the cities, the states, federal level, they're doing everything to try to help people eat healthy and do the right things for your bodies. I don't believe that it's a bad thing. I think that the government should have some say in what we're doing or what we're putting in our bodies out of concern. We don't usually take the time to eat properly or to get the right amount of exercise. A lot of times, with your lifestyle, people are busy and you tend to just go to the fast food restaurants, eat the quick meal, and keep going. But on a daily basis, on a regular basis, these foods are not good for you. You need to have the vegetables, the right nutrition to put in your body. And I don't believe that it's such a bad thing that the government or the state wants to intervene to try to help you eat right or to eat properly. It's a good thing. And I feel that Mayor Bloomberg, Michelle Obama, and all of the agencies that are trying to implement programs to help people eat right and to live healthy is only doing it for our own benefit. Something that most of us aren't disciplined enough to do for ourselves. It doesn't hurt that our government is helping us along and trying to do the right thing for our bodies and to give us a healthy life and a healthy lifestyle. Thank you very much.